What's up, Paul?
Hey, how you doing?
You live yet or what?
I
I was
think
watching.
so.
I was watching something, so I wasn't paying attention. Hold on. Let me go to YouTube. Yeah, you are. There we go. Friday. So happy. What's up, Jody?
Hey, Jody.
You got to get through next week, and then most of my year is pretty much over at that point. What's up, Brenda Al? There we go. Let's see. Let's mute that. Why is showing my mic level so low? Okay, guess not.
Busy morning this morning. I got two ships this morning, and the other thing is at 9:30 or so, I've got to
Oh,
go and shoot an aerial of the schoolyard because it's the 100th anniversary of the school.
reminds me, I need to plug in everything.
So I got a call when I was on my way down to go catch this last ship. Don't forget. It was okay. All right. All right.
Yeah, I thought you said that was the other day, and the guy never got up with you.
Yeah. And the
Uh,
guy that planned this whole thing, he had to go to his son's graduation down south, uh, either Florida or Georgia or somewhere.
uh,
So I got a call from really nice sounding gal on the phone reminding me of this morning. And
told him, why didn't you guys call and let me know a week ago? They should have get called and remind you at least a couple days before. Not the
yeah, you
same
would
damn
think,
thing.
wouldn't you? But anyway, we'll get it handled. Now that I got you here, I can just leave you here to handle it. Roger. Right?
If you got to go, then go.
Yeah. Well, I don't got to go yet. The actual kids are going to be out there assembled by 10 o'clock. So, but I got to go out to around there and anyway, get my equipment all together and get my ass out there, I guess.
Good afternoon, Paul. Very traffic. Go ahead.
I got to get all my freaking stuff charged up. Everything is dead. My portable battery charger, everything.
I tried to call Joe and let him know, but I got to thinking he didn't answer the phone, and I got to thinking that maybe he and Johnny were going to go fly. I think today, weren't they?
I don't have no idea.
And my memory just isn't the what it used to be either.
Joe might still be sleeping too, though.
Yeah, he's an hour different.
Well, not only that, most of what Joe does is usually in the evenings anyway, with games and stuff like that.
Oh, does he? I didn't know he was a gamer.
No, I'm talking about when he's shooting baseball games or football games and stuff.
Well, I
Most of
don't
that
think he
stuff.
started. He hasn't started that yet.
No, but what I'm saying is most of that stuff that he does in general is in the evening time.
Right.
So Joe doesn't have to get up like super early every day. Better use the flip, Jody says.
What?
Well, well, technically you can't. I thought, can't you fly over people if they're involved in the video, right?
Yeah,
So technically, if the school's asking you to do it and everybody there is a willing participant, I don't think that should matter.
yeah,
whole-
it won't. I'm pretty
I
sure
think you only have to get a waiver to fly over people if they're not a willing
they're
participant of the
not willing
video.
participants. Yep. Exactly.
But if everybody at the school knows that you're shooting that, then I don't think it matters at that point.
And I'm going to shoot video. I'm not going to shoot pictures because I can take pictures video, but you can't make video into picture. I mean, you can't make pictures into video.
What you need to do is get out there a little early and find out how how spread out they're going to be, so you can find a good spot in the air, get a good shot.
Well, the sad part of it is I probably could fly it right from my backyard, but I need to let them know that I'm there, you know?
And then let them and just record a few minutes before they start and a few minutes after. That way they have that full video if they need to cut it up or anything.
Yep. Okay, Boone, I know Boone wants to go out. Be right back. Keep jumping on me.
Yeah, hyperlapses look cool. Kids doing something like that. Oh, for fuck's sake, get off of that Wi-Fi.
Go ahead.
Oh God. Al, you're in here. You know the rules. If he's doing a shoot for the school and everybody there is involved in the video, you don't have to have that waiver, right? I was just curious. I don't think Paul really cares, but so I don't even know if it's flying over any. It's like that. Give me a second. At my computer, and I don't think Paul is either. Oh, there we go. What's up, TJ?
Hey, Ron, how's it going, buddy?
Hey guys, how are you?
Long time no see.
Yeah, I thought I'd poke my head in the door and say hi and see how everybody's doing.
Well, it's kind of a zoo for me, but Justin is back home off the road, and so he's just relaxing. What time you got to go back, Justin?
Around 12.
12 o'clock. He goes back again. Ride that bus.
How's that
Oh,
job
shit,
going, Justin?
Oh, it's going good.
Yeah.
Well, Justin's a big guy, and then kids are afraid of him, I think. It's called ruling by intimidation.
Yeah,
There you go.
I'm curious about that, Al. I'm not sure either.
Well, why are things, Paul, such a zoo for you? What's going on?
Well, I've been getting ships, and then at 10 o'clock, the kids are going to be all out in a formation out behind the Garfield School, which is right behind me. And I've got to fly a video of it, and so that they can pull pictures that they want. And it's the 100th anniversary of the school being open.
Wow, okay.
So they were supposed to let me know early, but I got a call as I was going down to get a ship to remind me. Okay, thanks.
What time are they doing it at?
10 o'clock supposedly is the time of zero. So it's 9:11 now. And I got to decide, do I drive around and drive on the schoolyard to get over there so that I got the truck with me, or I don't know.
Well, if you go over there, you're probably gonna have to have your ID, so make sure you take your license with you.
Oh yeah.
Because a lot of schools require you have that now. I would go over there because you need to coordinate with them what they're going to be doing.
Yeah, I need to talk to him, right?
And you need to get over there probably a half hour early. I'd leave at like 9:30 and go over there.
Yep, that's what
That
I'm
way you
thinking.
got time to set up. Maybe take a fold out chair with you because if you're going to be out in the field,
Well, the problem is with getting a fold out chair is my back and legs are so bad. I don't know if I can get out of it. I'd be wailing away, you know.
let you drive your truck out on the field. You could
I can
ask them.
drive my truck out there. Yep.
Yeah, you could ask them. Just say, hey, can I? Then you can set everything in your hatch or whatever. Ron, you were breaking up real bad.
Yeah, Ron's breaking up. You must be in a bad area, Ron.
Yeah, I am.
Where are you headed?
Heading home from work.
What's up, Ray?
Long shift?
I was 24. We didn't do nothing.
You're ready to get home. Are your little bambinos out there still waiting for you, or what?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hey, Lance Cardenas here.
Good morning, Paul.
Good morning, Lance. Ron joined us from the middle of the country, and he's just on his way home after pulling a 24-hour shift, a paramedic shift.
That's no fun. I don't see him in. Is he still here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Morning, Ron.
Morning.
Okay, so here's your trivia question today. You ready?
Okay.
Who was the last rock group or musician to unseat the Beatles as the number one in the nation, number one hit in the world? It was 1964. It was 1964. The Eagles, I don't think existed yet, but anyway, it was "Hello, Dolly" by Louis Armstrong. Louis Armstrong. 1964. I heard that on the radio this morning. I'll throw that out there.
Who's that?
Yeah, exactly.
Justin doesn't know who Louis Armstrong is.
Morning, Justin.
Yeah, you're still on a regular ambulance. He doesn't do the air ambulance anymore.
No, not anymore.
Do you
Ray, with
miss that, Ron, or no?
A little bit, but with over the last 3, 4, 5 months, all the aviation accidents, maybe I made a good decision. There's been quite a few medical aircraft crashes recently. Last one was out in Ohio, Indiana, Illinois. That was just a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Well, they're going to redo the air traffic control system nationwide because they've got so many complaints about radar going in and out and everything else, and
Al, TJ, Ray, and Brenda all said hi to you, Ron and Lance.
Good morning, guys. And helicopters are the Wild West. I mean, they don't follow any rules. They can, they're crazy. They can get crazy.
Hey, Joe, how you going?
We No, we have to follow the same aviation rules as the planes do.
Well, I think he means by like you guys are at different lower elevations than most planes would be at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want the final answer? I knew
What?
Louis Armstrong, by the way. So he's from here.
Okay. Yeah.
But the final answer, if I'm getting focused, I don't know why my camera won't
Yeah,
get
you're not
focused, but I'll
focused.
get
Put
it.
your hand up to the camera and take it
No,
back.
it's on a different kind of focus. I gotta get it fixed. I gotta turn it on. So the final answer is you cannot fly directly over people. You cannot fly directly over the people at the school, even if you have permission, unless you have permission from every one of the parents, because they're minors. So you can take the pictures, but you can't be directly over them. You have to be away from them.
Yeah, I'm not going to be over them.
Wait, when
So
did that become a thing that you had to have parents' permission because they're minors?
They're minors.
What's the difference in filming in public and catching kids on camera?
No, that's different. They don't have expectation of privacy there. At the school, if you still fly over people, it don't matter. If you fly over people, you got the problem.
Okay, my question was though, was the original rule of flying over people, wasn't it if they were involved in the video, it was okay?
Yeah.
But if it was
they
just
wanna
random
sign-
people, then no?
Hey, Ray
Right, but
Kelly. Hello.
The bottom
He
line
said-
is they are involved in the video, so you can get their permission. But the problem is, I think you still have to have prop guards and everything else on the thing. And I'm pretty sure because it's minors, you'd have to have the parents' permission.
And there's a weird technicality on that as well, Justin.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff on it.
You really got to be part of the PIC crew to get flown over. So if you're in the movie, technically that's a
Yeah.
no-no. But are they going to bust you for that? Probably not. But that's
Well, I don't think
Cool.
he's flying
if
over
you were to-
anyone anyway. He's just getting a back shot of them.
Ray Kelly
Yeah.
said hi to you, Joe.
Everybody in the chat. Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
Lance.
So I flew manual last night.
Oh boy.
I did it in a sim.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I know
First
you didn't
time.
do it with any
It
other
was
book.
kind of fun. No, not yet. I'm not ready. But I have 2 hours under my belt of this. So I got it. At least I understand what you're supposed to do. 'Cause I didn't have a clue. And Joe Fodolio is such a great teacher. And John Flynn was in there, and Johnny was in there, and Quad Mafia, he was in there. They were all kind of helping me out. It was quite a fun. You need to play with Uncrashed in Steam, Justin.
Yeah, Ray, you're not even popping into the waiting room, so yeah, it must be something on your end. Because you haven't even come into the waiting room. He said he's having trouble joining, so he'll just watch and listen.
Well, you know what today is, don't you, Paul?
Pizza day.
Woo! It's
Well,
gonna be
Ron, you may not know that, but Lance gets pizza every Friday. And he has dubbed it Pizza Day.
Steve Carpenter does that too, doesn't he?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah, he does the same thing.
I need to meet up with Steve when I go down to San Diego. I need to meet up with him and the other guy, who's the influencer down there.
Oh,
Oh,
his
Dre?
name? Not Dre. But Dre would be good. But he's farther north.
What
Steve's
about
a little
Fly
further south. Fly path.
Auburn.
And then you have,
yeah.
you also have Al as well in Northern California. Time to Fly.
Yeah, that's
Time to
Auburn,
fly.
Auburn.
Okay.
Yeah, he's up in the
Yeah,
northern
that's
part of
fine.
That's
California.
Northern California. Yep.
Oh, northern. Yeah, that's a little too far.
Hey, Paul, maybe you would know this being that you're so close and used to converse with Paul Hodges, but anything in particular that I need to do for going to Canada and flying?
Well, you're supposed to apply to the Canada has like an FAA version of Canada. You're supposed to apply
Turn off 3D printer.
for permission.
Okay.
Like I think it's like 15 to 20 days in advance. And I don't know if you can apply for like a whole summer or whatever. But it would be important for you to get a hold of Canadian airspace people and see what they say.
Good.
Because
Even
as
if-
an American, I can fly into Canada past the border like a couple of miles. I can't penetrate deep inside Canada because I'm an American. If I'm in the air, launch from the U.S., that's how I can go around the bridge and that kind of thing.
Well,
Actually, Ron has taken guns into Canada when he went hunting up there.
Yep.
You can legally do it
yeah,
if you got a.
Yeah, you can take guns up there. You don't take.
He's talking about
take
flying,
sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ed, come back
Yeah.
on later this afternoon, talk to Ed from Canada. He'll tell you.
I don't know. Ed usually asks us questions about his own flying
But
rules.
he just signed, he did paperwork up there, so he might know something about it.
Even in Class G airspace, you need permission?
Yes. Yeah,
Wow.
because you're not a native of Canada. You're not.
Oh, yeah,
a citizen.
that makes sense. Yeah.
It has to do with your citizenship.
So I wonder if all the Italians now are buying Chicago Bears jerseys and Cubs baseball caps.
Well, his brother said he was a White Sox fan, not a
White
Cubs
Sox
fan.
fan is what his brother says. Yep.
Okay, White Sox. Poor guy.
Because it was originally put on the news that he was a Cubs fan, but his brother
All
said he's a White Sox fan.
Yeah,
I'm
and the
telling
White
you.
Sox are South Chicago, and that's where he's from. And the Cubs are on the north end.
Go ahead, Joe.
All I'm telling you is the Pope Francis came out on Easter Sunday and he was feeling great. And he was waving at the crowd. Next day he died. And he had bruises on his eyes. And a guy from Chicago is now Pope. Forget about it.
Okay, so Ron, I was looking it up. So if you're flying 250 grams or lower, you don't need the registration in Canada. But it says foreign pilots or operators may need to apply for a special flight operations certificate if they are not Canadian citizens or permanent residents. So if you're flying a mini, you don't need the registration, but you do need a file for a special flight.
What are you
operations
flying,
certificate.
Ron?
Mavic 2 still.
Okay, so you'd have to at least do the registration.
You'd have to get, yep.
And Paul, I've got a message for you from Canada. Get off our lawn.
What's that?
Get off our lawn.
Hey, David, check this out.
Oh, what a green screen.
It is so beautiful in the Pacific Northwest today. Did I tell you that, Paul?
Go.
Yeah.
Go.
Hello, Don.
I
No.
couldn't show you my green screen if I wanted to. There's a lady outside sunbathing with next to nothing on.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing to the imagination.
Okay, where am I going to stop? Is Ray still in
He's
here?
in.
I think I might
Go
stop
ahead.
at my secret spot number 1, Ray. If you're still in here. I don't know if I'm going to.
Ron, I'll send you that information in Messenger, and then you can look it up when you get home. If you want,
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you.
you can look into whatever it says you needed to look at.
Good morning, TJ, and hi everybody in the chat.
Yeah, I'm going to be up in northern Saskatchewan, way up north, almost up to the Yukon, in August.
All right, you should have it now. But it gives you all the things you should have to do if you go up there. See, like I said, you can go, probably just jump on their website. I'm sure they probably have the information on there.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much for doing that.
Yeah.
If you're going all the way up to the Yukon, there's no law up there. That's where criminals go to disappear. You don't need to follow any rules.
No, he's not going up there. He's talking about just going into Canada and flying.
Oh, Canada?
Yeah. So it says that anything under 250, you don't have to get a registration, but you still have to apply for a special certificate.
That's
But he's
okay.
flying a Mavic too, so.
Canadian Mounties are notoriously stupid if they come after you. If you turn sideways and like carry a fake mustache around, you throw that on real quick, they get confused and they'll leave you alone. It wasn't me, eh? And they'll be like, okay, you go back to doing what you were doing. We're looking for a criminal.
I'll be back, guys.
What's up, JDS? Oh my God.
The funny thing is, if the county mounties are coming after me,
Later, Ray.
they're going to have to either come in by boat or by plane. That's the only way I'm getting there. We can only drive so far, then we got to go in by boat or seaplane.
Well, there you go. You don't have to follow any rules then.
But in
Yeah.
reality, Ron, before you pay for anything, if you have to pay for something, I'd probably find out if you can even fly in that area.
Oh, you can
Yeah.
fly. There's a special rule called the Ollie Oxenfree rule. If you can land before they can catch you, they have to let you go.
Donald's just trying to get a new episode of
So,
Locked Up,
so,
Locked
so
Up Abroad.
if you get your drone back to its home point, it's safe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ollie
it is.
auction free. Justin Free doesn't know what that is.
We're gonna see Ron on an episode of Locked Up Abroad.
Yeah, that's all I need.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little off today. I'm sorry.
Don't
When
worry,
I was a
Ron.
little boy in Southwest Missouri, dreaming that someday I could be Pope, I was told that no American would ever be Pope, and so I gave up on my dreams and I decided to become what I am now instead of devoting myself to my true calling, and now this new Pope has got me kind of disappointed because I look at the path my life could have taken. If only
That
I'd been
and getting-
supported in my
Getting
dreams.
married and having kids. That was
If-
another.
Oh,
another
stop
side.
selling it. Stop selling it. If only I had been supported in my dreams.
Ray said later, everybody, he's heading out to breakfast. So.
Have a good day, Ray.
Later, Ray.
Oh, bye.
Justin, did you play a lot of tag when you were a kid?
The Honorable James.
No, it was on tag.
Yeah, why?
And when I say, did you play tag when you were a kid? That wasn't helping your mom tie off skin tags to make them drop off. I'm asking if you played with like other children.
Yeah.
No, he didn't play tag. He was on tag.
I have no idea what's going on with my brain today.
Yeah, you're slipping a little. It's small.
Don's corner of the world
we
as
come-
he sees it.
Then we come full circle. Ollie auction free.
Let me confuse you a little bit more with this baby scan.
Yeah, what about it?
Read it.
I can't read that. I'm driving.
Boat signal is poor in here.
Yeah, that's the modern baby scan, isn't it?
Oh no, the womb's equipped with Wi-Fi. He just doesn't know the password.
Okay. Gonna go fly a secret spot here. My buddy's supposed to meet me down here. He's gonna be my
Yeah.
VLOS.
I didn't get a chance to read it. I was in the middle of typing out a message. What did it say?
It said phone signal's poor in here.
Oh, that's because the baby didn't go down to the front desk and get the Wi-Fi password.
Well,
It should have been on the back of the room key, but the kid that was working the desk that night, he was busy doing something else. I don't know what that was, but he just didn't get it written down on that key card. So all that baby had to do is go back down and say, "Hey, wake up! Stop watching porn. Tell me what the password is."
His dad
It's
keeps
great that you
poking
can
me
make a
1, 2,
whole
3.
story out of that one little picture.
So Justin,
That's-
tell me
that's
about your
true,
mom's
Paul.
skin tags again. Why were you talking about your mom's skin tags?
What?
Donald,
talking
that's
about?
true polling. Right? You're going to have to be an author. You create the picture and then make the story from that.
Hmm.
Oh, you got to have high fiber at your age, JDS.
What do you
keep
reckon
things
he's
moving.
actually doing with that to make that camera wobble that like that?
Do what?
I said, we're just wondering what you're actually doing to make your camera wobble like that.
Me?
Yeah.
Not his iPad has that.
Is my
Right.
camera
No.
wobbling?
I know that,
No,
but
it's just
it
'cause you're
keeps moving.
moving.
Yeah, it keeps moving in and out. Now it.
Yeah, it's got that active track shit built into it. Actually, it goes pretty damn far.
It does.
Yeah,
It's almost like you're moving your damn iPad. Wonder how
Oh,
many
that's a
degrees it
dramatic
can
zoom,
go.
wasn't it? All right. Hold on. If I lean forward like this, let me lean back.
Oh, it's like a movie.
Telling yourself.
It was a normal small town marriage, but little did they know.
Like a fucking episode of Unsolved Mystery.
Halloween night, 1962. Children are out playing, going to their Halloween parties. But just down the street, on this quiet suburban neighborhood, danger lurked.
Oh wow. So it can go your iPad's center stage feature. It can go 60.8 degrees. And then it can go like side to side and 47.5 degrees vertically. It's
Oh,
not
I better
bad.
turn it off then, eh? I usually slide to the side to do my nefarious deeds, and now you guys can watch what I'm doing. Like
I
every
knew
once in
you
a
were
while,
gonna say
I'll
that.
go over
Oh,
this
I
way
knew
to
you were
pick.
gonna say that.
I go off screen to pick my nose, and I'll be like, "Oh!"
You go out there to become friends with Fisheye. Huh? Close friends.
See, that one's not bad. Like the one that Dre was using on that one camera he had a while back.
Yeah,
I didn't like that one because it didn't really do it real smooth. It was like every little movement, it was like moving with them.
yeah.
And
I like
it didn't
this.
look
This is kind of
natural.
interesting. It lets me go over here, and then it just kind of reframes.
It looks more natural than some of the ones I've seen though.
Oh, Justin,
What?
I've been messing with Matt over the last week or so, and I've been on it. I bought the 360 X5.
Oh god.
Hey, I'm thinking about buying one of those.
Dude, you'll see a difference.
I'm sure Matt told you he already got the X6, right?
No, he actually didn't.
How heavy is it, Ron,
How heavy is it?
compared to like the Insta 362? Is it bulkier, heavier?
Oh, it's heavier, yeah. But I'll tell you what, having that 1-inch sensor in low light, I actually just put a video up.
The X5
Yesterday.
doesn't have a 1-inch sensor. It's close, but it's not quite 1 inch, is it?
No, it is a 1-inch sensor.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's just selling it to you more, Donald.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was the really just slightly smaller than 1 inch.
There's Grace. And watch your tone, Justin.
Right.
Justin,
I have
shut up, Justin.
Right, I have a few messages to pass out. Captain Joe, I don't need to tell you what yours is. Donald, it's just a repeat of what I was supposed to say to Joe. And Justin, you know what yours is. Check your messages.
Yeah.
All from
we had
Laura.
a big medical conference last week, and
Nope.
lost that. We had
The
a
X the
competition
X5
that went
is
on.
the X5 is a 1/1.28, so it's not quite a 1-inch sensor.
Isn't
I'm looking at the
that what most 1-inch are? Irregardless, huge difference.
yeah, it's got a much higher resolution than the Insta1. So
Yeah.
that higher resolution makes up for it.
Yeah. And like I said, I was filming in a gloomy day all day, and it was inside and everything is bright, colorful, and yeah, hardly had to do any post-production adjustments.
And newer software?
Yeah, it actually, well, any editing you do with any 360 now, there is an updated software. It took me a few minutes to figure it out.
It has a couple onboard processors to help with low light recording.
And then the app has this new like AI generated thing. It'll do some really fancy stuff for you if you want to do that. But
Yeah, having the app actually auto frame you is pretty cool.
yeah. And battery wise, I started filming at 9 in the morning, just off and on all day, nonstop, and till 5 o'clock. I still have battery left.
You mind me asking what you paid for it, Ron?
Yes, you don't.
7.
It was.
And what'd you get with it?
Did you buy it off Amazon?
I got on Amazon. I just got the base model package.
Okay, the standard bundle is $549.
Yeah,
They have a
$549
Git-
it was.
Yeah, they have a Get Set bundle for $581 and a Lens Guard bundle for $616 and a motorcycle bundle that's not available at the moment. So it doesn't tell a price.
Now, did you get what kind of tripod did you the selfie stick did you get with it? Did you get folding one?
I already got the 360
Oh, you
selfie
already-
stick
so-
I had from the other one.
Okay, so you didn't have to get that. That's cool.
No.
How about the underwater casing?
Don't need it.
This is waterproof up to
Up to
remember how
where
many
it isn't.
feet? Do what?
It's waterproof up to where it isn't.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how. I have to look that up.
Yep.
Ron, do you remember how far that's waterproof down to? I mean, it's good enough for getting wet, getting
Yeah.
splashed, definitely.
You
It's only
You
about
can
a
go-
meter, innit?
can go several feet down. And the nice thing is if you scratch the lenses, you don't have to.
Yeah, you can replace them. Yeah.
You can do it at home by yourself. So you can just order replacement lenses.
So it's doesn't say there. Hold on.
Oh,
Says you can go
wow.
as deep as 197 feet.
197 feet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. That's
It
it. If
doesn't-
any of you guys wanted to, I can't do it from the car, but if you want to display it's a 1-minute video I put up. It's an advertisement for the competition that we had last weekend. And it really, really turned out good. The picture quality is phenomenal. And I was taking a bunch of stills out of the video. They're crystal clear. Really very nice. I'm very pleased.
So that would have an IP54 to IP66 rating.
When are you guys gonna dig up Ron's
Yeah,
video
I'm
there?
looking.
Oh, Justin, can you pull that up and share that?
Hey, Justin, pull that up real quick.
Hold on. I'm gonna
You were done.
fuck's sake, lot.
Have you guys heard about these pygmies down in Africa that they have these boats? Justin, pull that up real quick.
Wait up a goddamn minute. That's not the wrong lot that I'm looking for. Get off
Why
my
can't I
screen.
find fucking Ron's channel?
Yeah, I'm having a
RL.
problem.
RL Photography.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Choices for people.
Ah,
That
there it
sounds
is.
like
Was it the one
Yeah.
20 hours ago? EMS University.
Yes. Yep, that's the one.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I've got it.
All right, I just had pulled it
Do you want me to share it with sound or just share it without
Yeah, you
sound?
can share with the sound's not copyrighted.
Yeah, Paul could take another hit anyway.
Hmm.
He's never here anyway. It's copyrighted.
Oh, that's iMovie, 100%.
That's iMovie. Welcome back home. Pretty good occlusive on that back on that back one.
Yeah, I
What's that,
recognize iMovie
Joe?
anywhere.
Yeah,
Said that sucking back one, y'all did a pretty good occlusive on.
yeah.
That is a fucking good video, that. No, the
I like,
quality. of
like using iMovie for those little movie trailers. They're already like pre-made up. You just drop in the pictures, say
Yeah,
the
and then you
word.
can do the text and everything.
Yep.
Yeah. Paul's over at the school shooting that thing too, Joe.
What's he shooting?
So the kids are gonna stand out in the schoolyard and make the number 100, and then he's gonna get an aerial shot of them because
For
the
the 100.
school's been open 100 years.
Oh, 100 years. Okay.
what's he shooting? Justin's like, the kids are gonna be.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Homeland Security is running that school right now.
Like, what's he over the school shooting? The kids are gonna be making 100.
Taking one.
We're being taken down one by one. They're coming by my house. Run, go get to the Yukon, Ron. Get to the Yukon.
Get to the chopper.
We're all in trouble now. Mark, get out fast.
Yeah.
You can say I wasn't here when it was said.
Don't worry, we don't know Paul anyway. We know his chair.
Who?
See you guys at school. Okay. Bye.
I hope we know Paul after this thing. Hope we don't go flying over these kids.
Who's Paul?
Okay.
He's over at the school taking pictures of the kids standing in the.
I didn't
shape of
say
a 100.
where. I said who.
And you didn't make it any easier for Paul, did you? He's now over at the school taking pictures of the kids. And
Yeah, I
you
know.
stop there. You know, just we'll
Homeland
make
That even
Security's
sounds worse.
listening.
That's
I'm
already
not
worse
the
than
one
shooting
we'll
people.
twisting
skip
this
the bit
shit.
where the school's invited him over to do this for him.
No, if Homeland Security's listening, I'm not twisting this shit around.
We're just
Yeah.
saying that he's shooting the kids. He's taking pictures of it.
He was over by the school lurking, taking pictures of the kids.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Sounds better. Always keep away from children.
Now, let me ask you a question. Did y'all see his last flight, the one of this cruise ship?
It
No.
clearly was his last fight.
No,
Well, the
Well,
one of the cruise ship, I emailed him, I texted him, I put a comment in there. As he was going around the front of the ship, they got a boat to the side that's kind of going with the ship. And the
little
boat,
pilot
you know,
boat.
it's a regular sized boat, maybe about 8 to 10 feet off. The top is about 10 feet off the water. When he starts to turn backwards to go around the front of the ship, he starts backing up and dropping in altitude. So he drops down in altitude, and I'm thinking, oh Lord, he's going to hit this boat. And he's going towards where that boat's at. Finally, he turns it around where you can see the boat, and he's about maybe 10 feet from the side of the boat, and he's about the level of the boat. So he's about 6 to 8 feet off the water. And he comes around the front of the ship about 6 to 8 feet from the front of the water. I mean, from the top of the water. And all of a sudden jerks back up. And I said, it looked like you almost lost it. He said, yeah. He said, I had no control of the drone during this time. So now he's going to fly over kids.
oh, that was the pilot crew.
Pilot. Yeah, the
Yeah.
pilot boat.
Yeah, but also them Viking ships have a lot of satellite shit on them.
Yeah, but go look at his last few videos, how close he's been to these ships and how he's had to jerk back and forth. He's getting very erratic.
Well, I mean, all the boats have a lot of shit on it. Radar, Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but and that's why
Sonar.
you should not fly close to them.
Right?
I would never have called Paul erratic.
But his last few flights have been a lot more erratic, where he's getting a lot closer to these things before he's yanking away, and it's looked like I don't know if he's just becoming slower with his reaction time, or his fingers are all shaking or something. That's what it looks like.
The thing is, he's not eating very well, and he's eating a lot of sugar, and I bet his diabetes is all over the place.
Well, I guarantee it's got to be something to do with that.
I've always said Paul eats like a fucking 16-year-old or like a college student. Eats a lot of frozen foods and junk food.
Oh no, college students just eat cheap food.
That's what Paul eats. He eats a bunch of frozen shit and donuts.
No,
and
he eats
junk
the
food.
Boston creams are bloody expensive.
That's because of where he chooses to buy them at. But what I'm saying is junk food tends to be cheaper than healthy food.
Mm.
Moving on. Ron, can I pick your mind?
McDonald's isn't cheap either.
Ron,
we got
can I pick your
I got a
medical
question
mind?
for Ron too.
Did you say Ron or Don?
Ron. Ron, can I pick your medical mind?
Sure.
Right. I have an issue with my vision where everything is shaking left to right. They've done tests and apparently there's no nerve damage and they can't see anything with the problem with the eye. Can you tell me if there's anything else I should be looking at?
All medical advice is given purely as an educational purpose.
Educational purposes, obviously.
Please consult your regular physician and don't
Yeah.
take any of this advice.
Ron is my regular physician. Shut up.
You know, the strange thing is you can
Let's be honest. A UK doctor or Ron? I'm going fucking Ron.
the strange thing is you can actually get arthritis in your eye.
What?
You can
I
get
don't want arthritis in my eye. You can keep away. But back to the original question. This vision thing, literally, when I'm looking at something, it shakes back and forth. Yeah. But when I'm moving my head, everything's normal. Just when I
How's your blood
stop
pressure?
still and stare.
How's the blood pressure when that's happening?
I ain't got a clue. My blood pressure's all over the place. 1 minute it's really low, next minute it's really high.
If you could take your blood pressure when that's happening, check it when it's happening and see if it's high.
Could be I'm just taking a stab at it, but the muscle. I actually had an operation about 6-8 years ago on my one eye, and I forget the correct term for it, but what would happen is my eye would drift to, like, if I would be 5 or like 3-4 feet in front of you, both my eyes would be in the middle. But if I'd start to back away from you and be looking at you, the one eye would drift way over to the one side.
I
Yeah,
only
they had to
have
go in
use.
there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
only have
Stop,
use of
Don.
one eye, and that does happen.
I was going to say that's a lazy eye, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got
But
what they
it's-
call a lazy eye, but my right eye, the good
Yeah.
eye, it does exactly that. When I'm close
Yeah,
to
they had to
people,
go in
stay
and tighten
staring
the
at them,
muscles.
move away, it goes left.
And now it's perfectly fine.
Okay, David.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
Have you gone and seen an optometrist?
Yes,
actually
they
does it,
come
right?
back and said there's
Okay.
no nerve damage. They
David,
can't see anything obvious damage with the eye.
David, whenever this starts to happen,
Ophthalmologist.
next time, and you probably can't go back and you can't go back and figure out, but next time it happens, turn
Yeah.
off the gay porn. I think you may be cockeyed.
Okay,
God.
but Ron, Don, and everybody, this is happening 24/7. It's not.
Well, you shouldn't be watching gay porn 24/7. First off,
Well, you shouldn't keep sending it me, should you?
I think rather than
well,
go
I'm
to
proud of it.
Specsavers and find that out, I
The
would
fact
go
that
to
you're starring in it makes it even more worth watching.
I know. I'm proud.
I would go. I definitely go to the eye hospital rather than Specsavers.
The other thing I can think of would be muscle.
Right.
You do have
Yeah, it
little
could be.
tiny muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I still have that problem with my left hand where I've lost feeling in my ring finger and the little finger, and it's numb all the way up now past the wrist. But
As
I
long as you
believe,
keep.
I believe that's to do with the nerve in my elbow.
Nerve in your neck.
It's in my elbow, apparently.
The ulnar or the radial?
Come on, TJ. You can't just put gay porn laughing faces. You got to put that's funny.
That's pretty good.
Clapping hands.
With clapping hands, yeah.
Just to let everybody know, the gay porn that I was sending David didn't involve me and another man. It was just me in a mirror running back and forth into the mirror naked.
I tell you what, though, good quality.
I mean, I figured he'd appreciate it because I kept on trying to dodge myself in the mirror like a bird does, but I kept on just kind of. He filmed it with his Insta 5X.
Yeah, but the good news is with his using his iPad to record it, the tracking on it's spot on.
It frames me perfectly.
Oh, this went down a rabbit hole. Yeah, I do have another thing for you there, Ron. What have you heard about Monjero?
There's nothing more than the stuff on advertising on TV.
Well, the doctor took me off of that Ozempic a while back because of all the side effects. And he put me on Monjero about a month ago, and I've lost 24 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, the stuff, I haven't seen the side effect yet. And it's just like I ate a little cereal this morning. I might eat this afternoon late, and I'm not hungry. I've got to make myself eat something to make sure I'm getting nutrition.
Right. Laura's shouting insults from the other room, and she told me to repeat the messages. And this is all I'm hearing.
That's why your eyes always going back and forth, because you'll never know when she's coming in. You
That explains it. David, I heard that noise on your mic, and I thought somebody had dropped a fork into a garbage disposal, and that was Laura talking.
Yeah. Wait for it.
Shut up, David.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do another charity event the day after, aren't I now? So I'll be able to afford my fucking divorce fees.
Yeah.
Tell Laura if we want any lip from her, we'll go down to the corner during her regular hours.
Right. I heard that going. That was cold.
Did you hear that, Donald?
No.
She said, "Tell Donald to shut the fuck up."
Ooh, never got that
It's
bad
weird
for me.
that when she has a conversation, yeah, all I hear is ah. But when she's swearing, I hear him perfectly.
So it's like it sounds like TJ's everybody TJ. Huh?
They call that selective hearing.
Is that a medical condition?
Yeah, selective hearing.
Oh, God.
Well,
Joe, check your messages.
I'm not about to. Because I already know what it is.
He said he already knows. Apparently, no, it isn't. Bet it
Shut
is.
the hell
though.
up, Joe.
Apparently, it doesn't say that.
It says, shut the hell up.
Oh, I did last night, my son's Miata. I have tracked it down. I can hotwire the starter, so it's not the starter, the solenoid. I've checked the ignition. It's not the ignition. It's not the switch behind the clutch. So now the only thing left is a jumper, or not the jumper, the wiring harness from behind the clutch out to the starter. We're getting low voltage, about 7 volts instead of the 12 that we need. And I'm thinking that when he took the engine out or put it in, he got that wiring harness snagged and probably busted wire in there and not getting good connections.
Yep. Sounds like
He's also lost, and that same wiring harness is his oil pressure gauge, that the sender back to the gauge, and his oil pressure gauge is not working. So he's going to be tracking when he gets done with his trip. He's on a trip this weekend, but when he gets back, he's going to be out there tracing wires. I told him if it was me, I wouldn't even worry about the wiring, tracing wires to the wiring harness. I would just run new wires and zip them to the wiring harness back there and just run new cable. He said he's going to try and go through and find the brake and splice the brake.
Well, as long as they're visible, so you could follow it, that wouldn't be hard.
It's behind the friggin' engine. That's the problem.
That's what I mean.
And I'm like, for me, the amount of work, I would almost
that's too much work.
trace it back.
But Donald, just think of the educational lesson you're going to learn from this.
It's pretty easy to see from underneath the cable.
Nope.
Why not? It should be.
No. Wiring harness goes right behind the engine. You can't, you'd be looking straight up at the bell housing of the transmission if you're underneath the car.
Yeah. Lance, I hate to upset you. Now, you know your green screens are pretty good. Yeah, we're pretty impressive, but they are nothing compared to Ron's.
Oh, don't get me fired up.
It's another reason why your cars have the steering wheels on the other side and all up pedals on the side as a start motor.
Yeah, I still haven't got that fixed on my main computer.
Yeah, no, Ron, we're talking about the views out your windows. Lance is always showing off his views and saying that he's pretty good where he is. We think he's using a green screen.
It's Northwest,
but they're not as good as your green screens.
Yeah, I do have some pretty sights here. It's going to be a beautiful day, about 75 degrees, sunny.
Who's new? Who just came in?
I don't know. But
Lance's Ultra Eagle.
Yep, and
Yeah.
Lance is feeding back. Oh, good.
Yeah.
He killed it.
What was funny is there was two lances and they were both looking different directions.
Because my phone was over here, here, and I'm here.
He was using the front camera on his phone and it's mirror imaged.
My 40p high vis jackets arrived this morning. Unfortunately, the person that sent them can't count because I ordered 6 and I got 7.
Oh well.
A bonus.
It is 40 pence and next day delivery. What can you ask for?
At 40 pence, I would have expected something that fitted Action Man.
That's what I was expecting, but no, these are really good quality.
Sorry, for you,
Clearly the guy needs to get rid of them.
you Americans, that would have been G.I. Joe.
Oh, no, we got it. I got it.
No, you got it because you're British.
Yeah.
British American.
Well, guys, I'm home on the ranch. I will say farewell and have a good day.
Well, thanks for the
Well, Mick-
advice, Ron, and take care of yourself. Speak to you soon.
All righty, guys. Take care.
We're on.
Later.
Bye, Ron.
Bye-bye.
Here's my sailboat.
No, I don't like it.
Now, is there any place more beautiful than the Pacific Northwest, I ask?
Yes.
Yeah,
We're
like,
right.
Okay, here, I'm going to dive bomb the sailboat.
Yeah. Alaska.
Good dive bombing a sailboat. Paul shooting kids. Wow.
that is kind of the Pacific Northwest.
And there's a dog.
That's even more Pacific Northwest than Seattle. Well, it must have been cold and rainy in Philadelphia
Why?
because they were wearing rain suits on the golf course
Uh-huh.
and they're playing at Philadelphia Cricket Club.
And then here comes a pleasure boat. Guy's tying up his lines in the front. Swing back around.
Oh, what drone are you flying here?
The Avata.
Who?
Avata 2. First time I've flown with my cell phone. It was kind of cool. I'd never done that before.
Now, flying with your cell phone, does that? It seems to me like it feel like you're flying with mittens on. Is it still responsive or?
Yeah, it's still responsive.
I don't know if I could give up a controller.
And
I
actually,
wouldn't do it.
I'm still flying with my controller, Don, but my view is my cell phone.
He's using his cell phone.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought you were flying it with the phone.
Yeah, no.
No, he was just misleading you.
I was
No,
like,
I was
Great
I
word
was-
there, Lance.
Instead of the goggles, I had my cell phone.
oh, gotcha. So the way the rest of us always fly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was
Well,
a,
I would say it takes away, if you get rid of the goggles, it would probably I think take away some of the immersive experience for you, but it gives you a lot better peripherals
yeah.
as far as situational awareness about you. So I don't know. If you fly in busy areas, like where there's people, or could be people walking up behind you, I I don't like the idea of flying with goggles just because you're closed off.
I was flying out by Sunset Point, and I heard a car pull up from a distance,
Mhm.
not that far away from me. Then I heard this click, 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 click walking by me. And I'm thinking, okay, and I'm flying and I'm saying, it's obviously a woman's shoes. She sounds like she's probably about 140. So I was trying to put all that together. I was pretty close.
Here's
Just by the
this boat that
sounds.
looks like a ferry right here. They had it for sale a few years ago for 850,000.
The
Never
bridge,
flown under this bridge before. I've always been too afraid.
that's all it costs for that bridge.
No, the the boat, the
Oh, I
ferry
thought
boat.
you was, yeah, buy that bridge, put a toll, get somebody underneath there, and he could be the patrol too. Put
And
put
so
Paul
this
under there. He make a good troll.
this right here, you guys see my mouse? This is where I shoot the reflection of Mount Rainier, right in these windows right here.
Mhm.
And I launch from right there. In fact, there's a car right there. Someone could be flying it right now. Okay, wait for these cars to go over. Waiting for the cars. Now, oops, get going. There we go.
Hey, wouldn't Paul be a good troll under that bridge if he get frustrated? Or Art, one or the other. Art too.
Here's some land for sale, Joe. You could buy this land, build a house.
Buy that land, build a massive block of flats, block the other buildings out, the view, piss them off.
Here's
Build a
another piece
house
of
and have a
property.
sign, do not fly over my house.
Here's another piece of property you could buy right here.
Yeah, I wonder what that costs. See if I got it in my checkbook.
And here's my pole I hit coming up. I didn't hit it this time, but I hit it the other day. That tree
This
right
pole?
there. Well, I hit that tree right there.
Oh yeah, you hit the tree. Yeah, trees, they're perfectly still till you get near them, then they reach out. Yeah, shoot, I was planning on going flying today with Johnny. We're having thunderstorms all day again. I'm getting tired of this shit.
Moved to the
Oh,
Pacific
the storm didn't
Northwest.
materialize.
Now we've had a nice sunny day.
Same here.
And we've had beautiful days the last couple of days.
Gonna be fighting traffic tonight. I'm not looking forward to that. Heading north to the beach.
But it's Friday, Lance.
I know. It's going to be a late pizza night, though. We probably won't throw it in the oven until about 8 o'clock.
Just swing through Domino's on the way and eat it on the way.
There you go. My wife will go for that.
I'm having that. Homemade meat and potato pie. Well, it's got meat, potato, carrots, and mushrooms in it, but
I'm laying in bed last night around 1 in the morning, trying to go to sleep. I just can't go to sleep. I'm just laying there, and I could hear in the background the printer going because I'm printing 3 red roses, right? And I'm laying there, and I hear G G G G. I hear click click click. I'm like, bitch. One of them knocked off the printer. You know, hit the floor. And I heard it bounce across the floor. Came up here. They had 12 minutes left on the print. And it knocks one of them off. So I had to sit here for 12 minutes, stopping the extra filament from messing up the other ones, you know? When it would give it out, I let it keep running, and I'd have to just trim it off real quick for 12 minutes. Then I started a whole new batch in a different color. Woke up this morning, they were perfect. I put the heat up a little bit. Instead of 55 on the bed, I went to 60 to keep it there.
That's the thing about 3D printing. We have to become very resilient when the prints crash.
Yeah.
Like I had one where the it knocked the supports off. So
You can see
I
the
held the
difference in it
supports.
too.
Yeah, I held the supports in place.
Yeah, I lost the top part of it.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Every flower's different.
Yeah, I know. I'll give it to somebody I don't like.
Yeah, it's just a
All
rose.
right, you get the flower.
It's a rose pruned.
Is that right, Joe? Laura,
Yeah.
you're getting a flower.
I'll take this one with me tomorrow and give it to somebody I don't really like. Mother's Day.
Joe,
Give it to my ex. How about that? No,
You
I
give it-
won't give her a red one. I'm gonna print her a black one. What are you talking about? So I've got 3 blue, 3 yellow, 3 orange, 2 red. I've got I did yellow. I want to do white, but I don't have enough white. And I've got a green, it's a different color. It's a lighter green. I might do those.
don't they look a bit strange without green stalks?
Well, it's got green stalks.
So you
That's,
print
well,
green stalks with brown thorns and green leaves, and then coloured roses.
that's the stalks they print.
As you print them separately.
Yeah.
Right.
Looks like landfill to me.
Yeah. They came out all right. They came out basically like the ones Johnny had.
Have they got thorns on them though?
Oh, these have thorns.
The thorns are supposed to be brown.
Yeah, can't help that. I'm not painting them.
Mm.
I don't have a bamboo and I'm not painting them. So
Mm.
they came out all right. I like the thorns, but the one I gotta find the one Johnny had because the one Johnny had didn't have thorns on it. It had little nubs, but not thorns. But I can live with that. I've got a little glass jar in the back that I'm gonna probably put about 6 of them in and leave them here. just to have them that I can stick them somewhere. Brighten up my day. I should have put his backyard camera on so we could have seen when the ambulance and all the police show up.
Oh my gosh.
I'm back.
Oh no, Paul's back.
Yeah. Like a bad penny, he always turns up.
You'd think this is his channel.
I heard it's Studio B.
Video being friends. It's welcome to Studio B and Friends. Shut up, Joe.
You know, the funny thing about Paul's channel is when we all leave, he's just his chair on. And you just leave his chair. The amount of people that stop in and watch just his chair.
Yeah.
It's quite funny.
One Vision, what's up?
Hey, Donald. Don't say hi to me then.
Dustin.
Didn't you tell him to sod off earlier?
No.
Tell him
Yes,
shut
you
up,
did.
yeah?
You said, shut up, Joe. And
No,
Joe
it was-
Donald, I
she-
said the same thing.
Yeah. And now she's trying to talk to Donald, and Donald's ignoring her, which she deserves.
Sorry,
Oh, shut up.
I am in the middle of an email here that I need to focus on.
David,
You
someone's
need to
been
not be annoyed by Laura.
Hey, Dustin, Jody.
So Donald said that
Hey, Frank, how you doing?
Laura was a distraction.
Yes, she is a distraction. And not in a good way.
Wait till she wears that French maid outfit.
That ain't
Well,
fucking
please-
happening.
Everybody's waiting for you to be in the garter belt nylons and high heels.
No, we're not.
That's all Joe talks about.
Paul, I'm leaving.
You can't wait to see
Am I the
David
host?
all dressed up.
Am I the host? Let me ban Paul from his channel. Hold on.
Don't worry,
He-
I got confirmation today that everything's got the full go ahead from the Blackpool Tower.
Once you finish. In there. Right.
If Paul makes a
Boner.
mistake and makes me host, I'm
No,
gonna ban
Boner,
him.
come here. Boone's mad because I didn't take him with me.
Oh, he's not. He don't look mad.
Oh, he's a licker. He's licking all the time.
He's telling you, go take a bath.
Oh, I know, Boone. You're a good boy. You're a good boy.
See, admit it.
See, that's how he's licking all the time. He's a licker.
He said, you're saying you need a bath, Paul. I'll take care of it.
Probably not enough salt in his diet.
Stop. Well,
He
yeah.
says all them Boston creams, Paul, it's starting to ooze through.
Oozing?
Oozing
Oozing
through.
creams. Oozing. Oozing.
How many Boston creams you got right now?
6.
When you bought them?
12.
Up yesterday.
Okay.
Why, you want me to go get one and eat one in front of you here?
Hell no.
I know that's the highlight of your day, Joe.
I have many pitfalls. That's one of them.
But you have to eat them all in one go, or they go stale, don't they, Paul?
No, I put them in the refrigerator.
You
Then-
shouldn't.
Then they go hard.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, but I can still chew.
They crystallize.
Yeah, but donuts
Not
always,
in the freezer, it's just in the refrigerator.
Now,
donuts taste
all
nice.
all bread and dough products crystallize in the fridge when they
Well,
get.
that's where I put my fresh white bread. Put it
Shut
in
up, you!
Yeah, that's
Not
the
you,
worst
Paul,
place
Laura.
to put it. They go bad faster too in the fridge.
And Joe makes his proper tea and doesn't use a kettle either.
That's right.
Then Joe
And if
doesn't.
anybody wants to know, it's always you put your milk in first.
Pack that in.
Right before the lemon.
Yeah, you can put the milk.
can-
Frenchie likes.
You can always put the milk in the cup first, as long as you're using a teapot to make the tea.
Oh no! You put the milk in, and you put the tea bag into the milk, and
And then
then
put a
you pour
microwave.
some sugar in, and you throw it into the microwave.
Yeah,
And
that worked.
I
Did
like
you
to
forget?
put it.
Did you forget the important ingredient? Like
I like
the
to
water.
put it in for.
Warm
I like to
water.
put it in for
Yeah.
4 minutes because it takes 3 minutes for it to get to a boil, and you really want to boil it for an extra minute in the microwave.
And you forgot to put the water in, so you just cooked your tea bag.
No, I put milk in.
He
But
doesn't use water in tea.
No, you use the water to cool down the hot milk and tea after you take it out of the microwave.
What the hell are you guys making? What the fuck? Pack it in.
I think Donald was taking a piss.
David's having a fit.
Yeah.
Well, the water. What I like about boiling the milk in the microwave with the tea bag is that you develop like a little skin on the top where the
Little
milk
skin on the top.
scalds.
I don't think milk should ever be boiled.
Well, you don't know how to
Depends.
make
If you're
proper
making
tea.
hot chocolate, then yes.
Well, do you hear
No,
what
no,
Don-
no.
Did you hear
Even
what
when you're making
Donald
hot
said?
chocolate, you
know
don't
how to
boil
be-
milk.
You don't know how to do proper tea.
You don't
then.
boil it, but you boil it to a point.
You don't ever boil it. You get it. You heat it.
Exactly. I just said that. You don't overboil it. You get it to a point.
That's why you have a microwave, right?
You buy
No.
the chocolate powder and just add
But
water.
you gotta, but to make proper tea, you gotta boil it. Hey, he took a deep breath, you heard him?
That was me.
Breathe.
I'm surprised that Joe doesn't use crab boil to put his tea in.
Ooh,
I
just
tried it
putting
once. I
crab
didn't like the
boil
flavor.
and just throwing crab boil into a
What's
mug
your
of
bloody
water.
phone?
That might be. Actually, crab boil might make a really good Bloody Mary.
It does.
Don't worry. At this moment in time, I'm speaking to Keir Starmer. We need to cancel this trade deal. They can't make decent cups of tea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we can. We choose not to.
Hey, Dustin, that's a lot of filament.
Because Americans are obstinate.
Not pepper, please.
Not sure if you knew that.
Hell?
Well, it's not the word I'd use.
Exercise.
Of course, it's not the word you'd use. You have to correct everything.
I like that deep blue. It's nice.
I think obstinate is a pretty good word.
Oh, it is. It's just not the way I would describe Americans.
Oh, how would you describe us?
Idiots. Pack that in, Mark.
I mean, I wouldn't boil it down to a single word and say obstinate is the word.
Okay.
But I think obstinate is a perfectly good
Why?
descriptor
Nice.
Mm.
of the many words that could be used to describe Americans.
Yeah.
We are independent. We can be obstinate.
Obese.
I'm not.
Egotistical.
Mm.
Obese counts for most of the Western world, but yeah, Americans can be obese.
Mm.
Burger loving, egotistical, obese, friendly, loud people with a great sense of humor.
You
And that's
call
just Paul. And that's just Paul.
you call them friendly, and they all walk around wearing guns.
Yeah. Why do you think we're
Yeah.
so friendly?
Yeah, only the ones that aren't wearing guns are friendly. To the
Look.
ones wearing guns just in case.
The
This is
people
why-
people wearing guns are not the ones you have to worry about. It's the people that are hiding guns, the people that are just,
Carrying them.
it's the gangbangers that you have to worry about.
This is why over in the UK, when we're out walking in the morning, we see the little old lady, we can safely go, "Good morning." Yeah. But in America, if I saw a little old lady, I wouldn't say fucking jack shit, I'd just keep walking. If you make that eye contact, she's pulling that gun.
If you're walking around in my neighborhood and there's people, you wave. You say, "Hey, how you doing?" You around here, if you're driving down the street, you might wave at somebody driving the opposite direction just to wave to them. Just say, "Hey, how you doing? See ya."
Flip him the middle finger, right?
No, there is There's a couple that set up the street and they'll set out in the afternoon, in the evening. They bring launchos out, sit on their driveway, and they wave at every car that drives by.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Midwest.
I think Donald's just
That's
actually
called
admitted that he lives in the funny farm.
yeah, that's called dementia.
No.
It's called being neighborly friendly, right?
Southern.
Southern, yeah.
Either that
Oh,
or
why is there a tit on your ceiling?
it's being out of your tree on dope. Or weed.
Well, guys, I've got to get on.
Okay, David.
I want to know what you and Laura are getting ready to do.
Now I'm building a new bathroom for the birds.
Oh, there you go.
It's going to have their own. They're going to have
It's
their
not-
own
it's-
running
it's-
water.
Hey, David, it's called a loo. You're building a new loo
No,
for birds.
no, not a toilet area, just for the bath. They're having a new bird bath with running water.
Ah. Do they like that?
Rio and Bluey do. They like any freaking water.
They try and get in the shower with me.
But
They do? They want to get in the shower with you?
yeah, they just fly in and land on top of the curtain pole and then look down and then jump in the water with you.
Wow.
People have said up for that.
That is a family.
Well, a sick family.
Okay, David, everybody. I think I'm just going to close it down since David and Laura are
Yeah.
leaving.
Before you close it down, Paul, you've
Yeah.
just got to remember Joe calls us sick for that because he actually gets in the bath with the dogs.
Well, I don't. They try to get in the shower with me, and I tell them go away. Then they pee on my floor.
Well,
Hey,
on that
Joe.
note, I'll catch you later.
Joe, we'll see you later. Lance,
Packing it in.
it's Friday pizza day. Don't forget, Lance.
Woo!
Okay, bye for now.